All right, what's up, YouTube? Give me a moment here. I want to get an Instagram stream going too. So let me get the Instagram stream going. Let me open up the live chat so I can see what's going on. Okay, live chat is open. Instagram is getting started. Oh, wow, that was really fast. All right, Instagram is up. Good. Instagram up. Come on. There we go. Let's move this over just a touch. Perfect. Okay. Let's turn this a bit. Move that here. Boom. Okay, I'm happy with that. All right, cool. I'll give it a minute for the audience to build. Tell you a funny story as per usual, while the audience is here actually. Okay, funny story time. Funny story time as we wait. Oh, one more thing on Instagram. Weekly Q&A plus life update. There we go. I want to pin this to the top. Beauty. Okay, there we go. So as you let the audience build, tell you a funny story. Hello, hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. So funny story. Let's tell you a story about, what story should I tell? Man, I should plan the funny story that I'm going to share before I actually turn the camera on. But holy moly, Instagram! Wow, a lot of people are coming on, more than usual. Hello, salut, salut, hello, hello. Let's tell the following. Actually, you know what? We're not going to let the audience build. We've already got an audience. Let's jump right into the Q&A and life update. So, looks like a lot of you guys are new to these. So I'll tell you what I do. This is something I do every Sunday, where I talk about number one, things that are kind of new in my life. What's new? What's fresh in my world? And number two, it's a time for me to do some Q&A. So if you guys have any questions about myself, any questions about languages, any questions, anything, whatever questions you guys want me to, whatever you guys have, please let me know. I will answer them. So type them in now. I'm going to give you a couple life updates as the questions come through. I think we might get some questions because we have a decent amount of viewers. I got to move actually because my laptop's dying. This way, come this way. Okay, so what's new in my world? In my world, oh goodness, I dropped my phone. Sorry, Instagram. Sorry. Ow. Sorry, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, guys. Need to charge my laptop too. All right. Oh, mom's home. Mommy, live stream karo sho? Because, just so you know. Okay. So let's talk about things that are new in my world, and I'll answer some questions. So in my world, biggest things that are new. Oh wow, lots of questions coming through too, which is good. In my world, biggest things that are new. Let's see here. Hola, hola. My schedule is now quite full with teaching, a lot fuller than it used to be. And so I'm officially looking at bringing on a tutor because I just don't, very, very soon, I'm not going to have really space for everyone on my calendar. So I'm going to be looking for a tutor, which is pretty exciting. And it's also kind of, yeah, when you look at the math behind it, this is going to get very math-like and very businessy for about 30 seconds, but yeah, it's important. When you look at the math of how much you make when you hire a tutor, it's actually not great, like on how much money you make off the tutor, but it's still something I need. And so long story short, kind of where my head is at as of right now is I'm going to be hiring probably 1-2 tutors probably, and I might change my mind. That's kind of where my head is at right now. 1-2 tutors. And they're basically going to be like overflow. What I mean by that is if I cannot fit someone in my schedule, I will send it to the tutor. The ideal scenario though is I'm going to be trying making groups. So I'm going to try making some groups and doing group lessons because I can make a heck of a lot more in group lessons. So that is new in my world. Let's answer some questions. Then we'll do my life updates. So let's answer some questions. How old are you? I'm almost 25. Almost 25. Any tips for learning, any tips for Spanish learning ideas? Whoa, hang on, what? Oh, any tip? I get it. Any tips for learning Spanish? Cool. I practice every day throughout my day. Yeah, I think the biggest thing, yeah, daily practice is really good. I think patience is really important. You need to be patient with your language learning. It takes time. I think also being very mindful of, oh, this is I haven't talked about this a lot. Let's talk about this one. This is a little bit newer. Jumped onto YouTube too. Hello, YouTube peeps. So this is a piece of advice I haven't talked about a lot. I think variety and switching things up is really important when it comes to learning a language. So, for example, if you consistently are maybe you're taking classes consistently, that's what you're always doing, taking classes, taking classes, taking classes, taking classes. You get into a bit of a rhythm, and you're only used to like a classroom scenario. And then when all of a sudden you need to order something, order food from a restaurant, or you need to speak to someone at work randomly, it's very hard for you to get the words out because you're not used to that kind of social situation per se. Does that make sense? By the way, YouTube, let's get some chat going. We have a decent amount of people watching live here, so let's get the YouTube chat going too. And trying to switch up the different scenarios you are learning in is a really good tip. I think that really helps. So whether it be taking, even if it's something basic like taking lessons with different teachers, whether it's things like, this is kind of silly, but I've done this with a student actually, whether it's like you call volunteer agencies that operate in Spanish within the USA or whatever country you live in. Like, and literally you're not planning to volunteer with them, but you're just calling so you can practice. We used to listen, me and my student, we used to listen to if you'd like to contact blah, 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 press 1. If you'd like to speak to so-and-so, press 2. We would listen to those in Spanish over and over so we'd get practice with us. We keep calling the same company, listening to it, practicing it, listening again, because we're just trying to switch up the different types of scenarios you're in. I think that's a really big one too. You can learn a lot. So Polyglot23 asks, have you ever learned or considered learning a Nordic language? If so, which ones? Haven't fully considered it, to be honest. Not something I've thought a ton about, to be per se. My main ones right now are English, French, Spanish, Mandarin. So English, French, Spanish, Mandarin, Gujarati, Hindi, Russian, Arabic. That's kind of my list of 8 as of right now. And I think after the 8, I think I'll be able to get to the 8, and when I say 8, I mean 8 in a very, very fluent level. Like fluent as in like near native fluency. Like if you're talking to me, you're like, whoa, is this guy native? That kind of fluency. And I think that I'll get there probably, I'm 25, give me 15-ish years, something like that, 15, 16, 17 years. After that point, I'll probably still study other languages, Nordic languages, African languages, things like that. But yeah, it's kind of where I am right now. Hola, the teacher, the teacher, Tikakur. Interesting. Hello, Gideon. Yes, variety is a great idea. I do that when I pay my bills. I use Spanish. Nice. Cool. So that's all the questions. Let me keep ranting on my life. More questions, feel free to throw them in. What else is new? If I look at my calendar, it often helps me. Oh, so anyone who follows my YouTube vlog, you guys know that I went to, actually even my stories on Instagram, you guys know that last week I was at the University of Calgary for Clubs Week, right? There's Clubs Week and I was trying to network at different clubs. Yeah, there's a couple that should turn out into something interesting, which is pretty cool. So this Tuesday evening, I'm meeting with the club for some English ESL help. And to be perfectly honest, this one is probably going to turn out to be something that doesn't really pay me per se for a decent chunk of time, but I do think it'll be something that turns into something cool given time over time. So excited for that. Also, this is also a result of Clubs Week, but not work related. Friday evening, I joined a club called Geeks United. So they watch movies, they play video games, eat pizza and stuff on Friday. So I'm going to that this Friday evening. Yeah, so that's what's new. What else is new here? Let's look at my calendar. Lots of new students. Yeah, lots of students. Busy teaching week. And I think the following weeks are going to be busy. Cannot wait to, yeah, cannot wait. It's going to be freaking awesome. Here's a big update too. Big update for you guys. I'm going to be I'm actually traveling in a month and a half here, traveling. Going to be in Toronto and Ottawa. So Toronto and Ottawa peeps, if you guys are there, if you guys are in Ontario, hit me up. I'm going to be there in November. I'm going to go, I've been hired to do some teaching there for French. So for a few days, it's an intensive French lesson that I'll be running. They're covering my flights, covering a lot of my food costs, covering my hotels, covering things like that. And I'll be there teaching some intensive French for 3-4 days. And then I'm also going to be doing a little bit of touring. So I'm going to go to Ottawa. I want to see Niagara Falls because I've never seen Niagara Falls. So that's going to be happening in a month and a half. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, it's going to be super cool. I hope I can land more gigs. Like that gig kind of came to me to be doing this intensive lesson. So just a benefit of being really out there, I guess. Just a benefit. Stuff comes to you sometimes. You don't always have to go get it yourself. But so that's new. And what else? Anything else new? Hello, Clayton on Instagram. Anything else new in my world that I want to talk about? Let me see here. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, been doing more. So typically, we can talk about this. This is new in my world too. I don't know how much you guys care about this, but it's pretty important to me. I figured out a good system. I couldn't find a balance before between marketing that drives money, like cash, marketing that finds me students and makes me more money, and marketing that is more overall awareness and branding. I couldn't find a good balance between the two. I really struggled with that. And both are important. Marketing on a day-to-day basis is important because that's how you make money every single day and everything. But long-term, you have to be doing, in my opinion, like more branding things, because then things come to you, right? Things like this gig in Toronto. But I used to find it hard to balance the two, and I finally found a good balance. So basically, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is more based on cash and just like marketing for money, like things like that. But then Saturday afternoons are more on the branding side. Sundays are also a little bit of sales, but also a little bit branding as well. So I'm happy that I found that balance. It's been feeling really good lately. So that's new. And yeah, nothing else crazy I want to talk about. Looks like you got one question on YouTube. Herky the helicopter. Do I like Danny DeVito? Do I like Danny DeVito? I don't know. Neutral. Is it embarrassing to say that I only know the name and I don't even know who that is? Like, I don't really know why they're well known. It's pretty embarrassing, no? I'm very out of touch with pop culture and everything. So cool. Well, let's wrap it up there. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. See you guys next week. I don't know what time I'll be on, but I will make sure I pop on next week for this. So see ya.